Part 1. Echoes beneath the ice. They say the ocean holds secrets. But the Arctic? The Arctic buries them. Deep below the ice, where light has never touched, where pressure could crush steel, something moves. Not fast, not loud, not with rage, but with time. Slow ancient time. This isn't a creature of the present. This is a remnant, a relic, a whisper from centuries ago, still alive, still watching, still feeding. And yet, we almost missed it. The Greenland shark doesn't swim like others. It drifts, floats, as if unsure whether it's alive or remembering. Its skin is rough, gray, and ghostly. Parasites hang from its eyes like forgotten ornaments. It is blind, but blindness isn't a flaw, it's a signature, a sign of age, of endurance, of existing so long that even sight becomes irrelevant. This shark doesn't see the world. It outlives it. Measured against other sharks, it's massive, growing up to 24 feet, weighing over a ton. But power? Speed? Ferocity? No, the Greenland shark doesn't hunt in a rush. It waits, because it can, because it always has. While nations rise and fall, while empires burn and build, it waits. Scientists were stunned when they realized what they were looking at. They thought they found just another deepwater predator. But carbon dating on the shark's eye lens, a biological time capsule, revealed the truth. Some of these sharks were over 400 years old. One was likely born before the United States even existed, before electricity, before flight, before photography. Imagine a creature that began life while humans still thought the sun revolved around us. And it's still here, still alive. No one really saw it coming. The shark's home is the deep Arctic and North Atlantic. Depths we rarely visit, waters too cold and dark for most. In fact, for most of human history, no one really believed something so large, so old, so out of time, could survive in such an unforgiving void. But the Greenland shark wasn't hiding. It simply didn't care to be found. There's something haunting about the way it moves. It doesn't lunge. It doesn't circle. It just glides, like a thought from another century, like a memory you forgot you had. The water it passes through is ancient, untouched by sunlight, silent, except for the occasional groan of the ice above. The Greenland shark is not just a predator. It is a presence. But how does something so large survive in such a desolate, lightless world? Its metabolism is the slowest of any shark. Every heartbeat, every motion is measured, deliberate. It can go months without a real meal. When it does feed, it's not above eating what's already dead. Seals, fish, even polar bears. Carcasses drifting in the cold. Offerings to an animal that time forgot. It accepts them with no urgency. No hunger. Just patience. The cold preserves everything. Bones, flesh, and memories. In the stomachs of some Greenland sharks, researchers have found reindeer remains. Even parts of ancient tools, lost or discarded by explorers long dead. It's as if the shark has been silently collecting the forgotten debris of human history. Not just a predator, a curator of the abyss, but its eyes they haunt, each one clouded over by parasites, tiny crustaceans that latch on and never leave. They bore into the cornea, feed, blind the host. Some say it's symbiotic, that the parasites may attract prey, or perhaps light, but others think it's just decay. Cost of time, a quiet punishment for immortality. The Greenland shark doesn't protest. It simply drifts forward, into more years, more darkness, more silence. It breeds slowly, so slowly that scientists believe Greenland sharks don't reach sexual maturity until they're over 150 years old. Think about that. 3 full human lifetimes before the first chance to reproduce. It's not evolution's best strategy, but it's worked. Not because the Greenland shark is unstoppable, but because it's unbothered. Nothing rushes it. Nothing forces its hand. It lives because it has mastered the art of waiting. In a world that races, it drifts. In a world that burns, it chills. In a world that forgets, it remembers. The Arctic is changing. Fast. The ice is thinning. The water's warming. What was once stable for centuries is now melting in decades. And though the Greenland shark has outlived kings, revolutions, and ice ages this time, it may not be able to drift past the storm. Pollution seeps deeper than we know. Fishing lines drag across the depths. Plastic collects in places light cannot reach. And even in the darkest corners of the earth, humanity has left its fingerprint. The Greenland shark is not immune. It swallows what falls from above, intentional or not, breathes what we poison, and it inherits every consequence we don't see coming. But for now it glides, past the bones of whales, the wrecks of submarines, the silent graves of explorers. Unseen, unheard, undisturbed, every beat of its heart echoes like a drum underwater. Slow, deep, final. The Greenland shark is not a story of terror. It's a story of time. It is a shadow stretched across centuries, a breathing fossil, a question mark moving through water. What has it seen that we never will? What stories does it carry, unspoken beneath the ice? No voice, no speed, just presence, just age, just silence alive. Imagine drifting in darkness for centuries. Imagine never seeing light, never hearing anything but the distant hum of ice cracking or the groan of the shifting sea floor. This is not science fiction. This is the Greenland shark's world. Its realm is colder than death and quieter than the grave. And yet somehow it thrives. It's not alone down there. In the inky void it shares space with strange life. Jellyfish that glow like ghosts, fish with antifreeze in their blood, creatures whose biology defies explanation. But none carry the weight of history like the Greenland shark. Some Inuit stories speak of giant fish with eyes that see into the soul, silent watchers of the sea, judges of those who crossed into forbidden waters. These weren't just myths. They were echoes, primitive attempts to explain the presence of something older than belief itself, something they saw only rarely and never forgot. The shark is barely studied. It avoids us. Cameras catch glimpses. Submersibles record grainy footage. But most of what we know comes from corpses, sharks accidentally caught in deepwater nets, dragged up into light they never needed. Each one a tragedy, each one a lost chapter. Some scientists believe there are hundreds, maybe thousands, still drifting below the ice unseen. An entire generation of centenarian sharks, living a pace of life that no modern being can understand. And when one dies, it sinks. Slowly, with dignity, becoming part of the deep again.
No grave, no funeral.
Just return, time folding in on itself. One more echo beneath the ice. One more secret the world may never read. It drifts through water like it drifts through time, slow, silent, and unseen. The Greenland shark is not just part of the ocean. It is part of its memory, moving with patience that spans centuries. It survives not by force but by enduring, too quiet to notice, too deep to reach. Yet nothing is untouched anymore. Climate change, pollution, and warming seas now threaten this ancient mariner. Born before modern history, the Greenland shark has witnessed empires rise and fall from its shadowed depths. But what if it disappears without ever telling its story, without being truly understood? That silence would be the greatest loss, not just of a species, but of a living echo from a world we barely remember. Myths of the North speak of watchers that see without eyes and judge without words. The Greenland shark is that ghost between legend and science, elusive, slow to mature, and vulnerable in a rapidly changing world. Despite threats, it endures, a silent witness to centuries of history and human impact. Its fate now rests in our hands. Will it survive the changes we bring? Or will it vanish quietly beneath the ice, leaving only whispers behind? The answer unfolds slowly, patiently, just like the shark itself.
Here it comes. We just never know what we're going to see out here, and we have had some amazing discoveries and views of organisms that most people never get to see.